Okay, very good afternoon, all of you, children. Sorry for delay because I had another class in another floor, so it takes time to reach down. Okay, okay, children. Good afternoon. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so we don't waste much time. Can you tell me what was the what was the last topic we have learned? What was the last topic we have learned?
Terms related to sound.
Terms related to sound. Okay. Which are the terms we have learned? Only name the words. Abhinav Bijoy, which are the terms?
Amplitude,
Okay.
frequency,
Okay.
time, speed of the sound,
Vibration.
speed of the vibration, wavelength.
Wavelength. Okay. These are the terms. So in that we have only learned what is amplitude. Okay. Fine. Here, Ayan. What is amplitude, Ayan? What do you mean by the word amplitude? Or what do you understand about amplitude? Forgot? 1 week, no, ma'am. Last Monday. So I forgot everything. Is it so? Okay, Shane John, tell me what is amplitude?
Ma'am, the magnitude of oscillation or vibration of particles.
Particles from the mean position. Everyone, please switch on the video first. Everyone need a special invitation. Okay. So amplitude is the magnitude of maximum oscillation or maximum displacement. Did you learn more detail about amplitude?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. What is the importance of amplitude in sound? Carlin, can you tell me what's the importance of amplitude in sound?
Greater the amplitude, louder the sound.
Okay. And greater the amplitude, louder the sound, and less the amplitude, the sound will be softer. Okay. Okay, children. So that much we have learned about it. Okay. We also have learned about the two factors affecting the media. Isa, which are the two factors affecting the sound?
Picture shrillness. Picture shrillness.
Oh, no. I am asking you the factors which is affecting the medium of sound. Sound medium.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, Prachita, which are the two factors affecting medium of sound?
Ma'am, more elastic the medium, the greater
Louder
sound
the
becomes
sound.
greater.
Greater. Okay. And another factor? One more factor is there. Who can tell the second factor? Parvati, do you remember the second factor?
Yes, ma'am. Density.
Density. More denser the medium, what happened to the speed of sound? Is
Slower.
it more or less?
Slower.
Slower.
Less.
Yes, more denser the medium, the slower the speed of sound. But if elasticity is more than the density, naturally the sound become louder and the speed of sound travels faster. Okay, out of solid and liquid and gases, in which medium sound travels faster? Yes. Yes, Gauri Parvati, tell me.
Solids.
Solids. Okay, after solids, which one? Less sound?
Liquid.
Liquids. Then least is?
Gas.
Gas. Okay. Okay, children. So we have learned this much. And we also learned that the vibrations can be divided into two categories. The type of vibration. Mainly, we have two types of vibration. That is one mechanical vibration and electromagnetic vibration. Did I tell you about this?
No, ma'am.
So there are two types of vibration. That is mechanical vibration and the electromagnetic vibrations. Okay, mechanical vibrations means these vibrations require a medium. If there is no medium, mechanical vibration did not move. Okay, so next term, before we go to frequency, we have to learn two type of vibrations before we go to that. So write down the next heading, type of vibrations. After that, we come back to frequency. Type of vibrations, or we can call it oscillations or waves. All these are same, but the name what we are using is depending upon the situation. If it
Ma'am, your
is
video is
swing,
glitching.
yeah. Hello, yes, yeah.
Your video is glitching.
Maybe some problem with this camera. Okay. Depending upon the situations, studio started problem. Okay. Depending upon the situations, we can call these three names. Okay. So usually when you talk about a spring or a table, we call it, when you tap on the table, we will call it as vibration. Okay. Now, if you talk about the simple pendulum, that is, or pendulum of a clock, we call it not vibration, we call it as oscillation. Oscillating. Pendulum is oscillating. Swing is oscillating. So depending upon the situations and the medium, we call two different names. Another thing is waves. Another name for the same thing we call waves. Usually for sound, light, X-rays, radio, gamma, alpha, this kind of various waves, we call them name as waves. Sound waves, light waves, water waves. So all these are same idea. Vibration, oscillation, waves are the same idea, but only thing is depending upon the situation and the material, we call it different name. So usually sound, light and heat, they are the energy. Oh, lot of sound is coming from out. 1 minute, children. So there are some work is going on in your school. So drilling sound is too much. Okay. So sound, heat, light, all these are energy. So we call them as, instead of vibration, we call them sound waves, light waves, heat waves. Okay. So that is the difference. Otherwise, all these things are different. So mainly we have two types. One is known as mechanical. Mechanical. And second one is electromagnetic. These are the two waves or two type of vibration mainly. Mechanical means require a medium. Require a medium means without a solid, liquid or gas, these waves will never travel. So sound is a mechanical wave or mechanical vibration. Sound. Then water waves, sound waves, water waves, these all are mechanical waves because without that they cannot travel. You know the water waves. Water waves will travel only if there is water. Otherwise, you don't see the sea waves. Sound means either air, either solid, either liquid. So that is why it requires a medium. Electromagnetics means doesn't require or does not require a medium. Does not require a medium to travel. That is what you call light. You see, even there is no solid, there is no tree, there is no planet, still sunlight will fall everywhere. So light is a does not require a medium. Then heat also. Heat also does not require a medium.
Radiation.
Huh?
Radiation.
Radiation is the process of production of waves. That is what we call radiation. Radiation means the production of the waves we call radiation. Another word, okay? Or flowing of waves. Light, heat, okay? And then we have X-rays. X-ray all are electromagnetic waves. X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays. Okay. Then come to alpha, beta. All these are, we call them radiations, and they all are waves, electromagnetic waves. That means even there is no medium, they will travel. They can travel through medium as well as without medium. So these are the two different, and sound is belong to which medium? Sound is belong to mechanical waves. Okay, it require a medium. Without that, sound cannot travel. So amplitude is necessary because of that. Amplitude and frequency, all these things are related to sound because of it is a mechanical waves. Okay. Yes. So already we understood amplitude determines the loudness of a sound. Okay. So shall we now go to the next thing, frequency. Now before that you need to draw the diagram which is on. Did you draw the diagram which is shown in the slide the last class?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so today we have to draw. Now on the basis of that wave diagram we are going to define, we are going to derive the term frequency. So next you can write wave diagram. Wave diagram. So under amplitude we came to know loudness, and then you wrote type of waves, and then we come to know wave diagram. Yes. So I want everyone to draw this diagram. Okay, whenever you draw the diagram, please see this upper part and lower part. This should be same size. And what you call for, there is a different name for upper part and lower part of it. Upper part of this, we call it CREST, crest. So I'm drawing here for so this is one upper part, lower part. So this is known as crest, and this is known as trough. So this is crest, actually is the forward vibration, or you can see vibration is the to and fro movement, or upward and backward and downward motion, or forward and backward motion. So forward, upward, everything we represent with the word wave word crest. And the downward or backward vibration we call it trough. So one wave means one crest and one trough. And after drawing this, you have to mark this is, it's so blade, so you write it nicely, amplitude. So you have to mark these parts, technical terms, amplitude, then up to here to here. When you draw, please write time period. And from this part to up to this part, please write wavelength. So here you can write displacement. On this arrow, upper arrow, we can draw displacement, and here you can write it time. Here it is given density. We are not going to study in terms of density. We are going to study in terms of maximum displacement and minimum displacement, and how much time it takes for to travel.
So instead of density, should we write displacement?
Displacement, yes.
Okay.
No need of writing density. And also here there's a frequency, something is given. Don't write now. I'll be given late the next slide. All that. Only this much you write. Amplitude, time period, wavelength. So one wave means one crust and one trough. This is the one wave or one sound wave or one sound vibration. One crust and one trough. Next one, next vibration again, one crust and one trough. And in this, it is given only half of the wave or one and half, you can say. You can draw roughly, no problem. In the printer note, I'll give you little more bigger and detailed. Now for the time being for understand, because our study is going on basis of the wave diagram. So we need to write that, to draw this wave diagram.
Ma'am, what do we call the down part?
Trough, T-R-O-U-G-H, trough. And on the top, crust. So crust is the upward or forward vibration, and trough is the backward or downward vibration. Now, how do this crust and trough is forming? Have you completed drawing, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then I will explain to you.
I'm done.
Okay. Everyone?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Then you will be wondering how this crust is coming just like a one what you call hyperbola. No, Max, we call it parabola and hyperbola. Parabola is how it is. Parabola means like this. Is it parabola or hyperbola? I'm not sure. Have you learned the coordinate geometry?
Yes.
Yeah. Parabola is this
And
one.
we didn't learn all this.
We don't.
Someone who told us, who is that?
Veeram.
Okay,
I
Sriram.
simply don't.
Okay. Anyway, in maths, when you come to coordinate geometry, you have a parabolic and hyperbola. Parabola is this and hyperbola is down. So our crust and trough more or less like a parabola and hyperbola in maths. And you will be wondering how backward and forward motion, all this become just like a parabolic or hyperbolic function. You can just think about a pendulum. See, pendulum, before moving one side, pendulum at rest. This is what we call mean position. So in the amplitude definition, you must have written the word mean position or mean value. So mean value is actually the rest position. Now just imagine the clock started moving. The pendulum started moving. What is first it will go? First it will go to up this side. So this side go and then come back here. This is one crust. One crust means going one side and coming back. Similarly, after coming up, it go to opposite side. So this is the movement of the pendulum. Goes up and come back. It is one trough. Now you have to identify how this has become this. Okay. That's how you identify that motion and this motion in this picture. First, it is going up. That is actually this part is coming up maximum point. and then coming down. So that is a coming down, coming to the x-axis again. So one crust is completed. Now going to opposite side. That is going one side is this much and then coming back this much. So this is how a wave is formed. Okay, going, coming back crust, going this side and coming back crust. So this is one complete vibration or one complete wave. So like that, all these are formed like that. Okay, so we are having in this diagram, we are having how many waves? Can you tell me how many waves are there in this diagram?
3.
Can you? 1,
2.5.
2, 1. This is 0.5. Not only half, it is going, this is half. Then coming back to half of the trough. So it is actually 0.75. So in this, we are having 2.75 vibration. Okay, half means only crust. And 1/4 of the crust will be 0.25. 1/4 of the crust will be 0.25. So that is how you have to measure it. By looking at the diagram, you are able to identify whether it is 0.25. So up to here, 0.25. When you come full crust, 0.5, then come down 0.75, then it become complete one wave. So that is how. Now, I hope you understood the wave formation and how many, one wave means one crust and one trough. So sound waves are produced due to alternative crust and trough. Crust, trough, crust, trough, crust, trough. Okay, this is how the vibrations are produced. Now we are going to the second term. Now you can write the second term, frequency. Number 2, frequency. So what is frequency? The number of oscillations per second or number of vibrations. So how many vibrations or how many waves are in 1 second traveling? Or how many waves are traveling in 1 second? That will give you frequency of the wave. Frequently in 1 second, how many times vibration? And SI unit is a scientist named Hertz, and we represent HZ. Amplitude is capital A. And frequency we also represent with the letter small letter f. Amplitude we represent with the capital A, and SI unit is meter. And frequency we represent with the letter small f, and the SI unit is Hertz. Hertz is a scientist who done the studies about the light waves and wave motion. That is why SI unit is given in terms of Hertz. So you can, just like a Newton. Newton is the unit of which quantity?
Force.
Force. Yes. The force is a physical quantity. Similarly, frequency also is a physical quantity. Physical quantity means the quantity in physics. Okay. In chemistry, we talk about moles, molar, okay, grams, all that. But in physics, we have Newton, meter, kg, kilogram, and then centimeter, ampere, Kelvin. So these all are the quantities in physics. So SI unit is Hertz. So what is frequency? Frequency determines the shrillness or sharpness of the sound. Amplitude determines loudness. Similarly, frequency determines sharpness or shrillness, or we call it this sharpness and shrillness name pitch. So sometimes we call it, she is having high pitch sound. He is having low pitch sound. What is this high pitch sound and low pitch sound?
High pitch means very big sound.
Bigger sound, no? It is just piercing to your ears, correct?
Sharp.
Like sharp sound. Even you hear that screeching sound, no? Sometimes we get irritated, and the women are
screaming.
good for that. Screaming sound. And you see a boy screams and a girl screams. Who is more irritable? Is it girl or boy?
Girl.
Girls.
Girls. And you should know the girls, we are having a high pitch. Okay. By nature, we are having high pitch sound. That is why whenever girls shout, it will be heard everywhere. But the boys shout, they will only hear the rough sound. Rough sound means something like a coconut shell is scraping on the rock. You know, coconut shell scraping on the rock. Grrr, kara, kara, kara sound. But the girls' sound is ee! Like cat and all. Okay, it cries, no.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, boy sound is like dog sound.
Voice sound is like Parakushumutan.
Barking
Ma'am.
sound, but it is not irritable. But the
Ma'am.
girls cry, women shout, sometimes
ma'am, for
yelling, no.
girls, they will cheevid.
Cheevid, no, cheevid can, just like that. So that is what's the reason, you know? The girls has got short vocal cord, the boys has got long vocal cord. Okay, the reason is the girls vocal cord vibrate faster than boys vocal cord. So it is depends upon the vibration. Why? Number of oscillation per second is called frequency. So girls vocal cord vibrate in second faster than boys. That is how they have created us. A baby cries. You can hear the baby cries. The sound will be heard everywhere. That is also shrillness. In guitar and violin, we are having that high pitch sound and low pitch sound. Correct? So those are no Isa.
Ma'am,
I
what
think
does
so.
amplitude determine?
Loudness. Amplitude
Okay, ma'am.
determines loudness of the sound. It will tell you how much loud it is, but it won't tell you whether it's a high pitch or low pitch. So high pitch sound means the frequency should be high. Okay. Now I have given you 3 types of verbs here, A, B, C. Let us find out from the diagram, how do you know whether it's a high pitch or low pitch sound? So let us go to first one. We have 1, 2, 3, 3.25. So the first one, we have only 3.25 vibrations. Okay. Now shall we go to the B? 1, 2, 3,
Should we
4,
draw this?
5. Yeah, you can draw just to understand. 6, and then here it is come 6.25 vibrations. And you can see from the picture, this one is more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it comes to 12.75. So from this, who is having high pitch sound? A, B, or C?
C.
C. Why? In 1 second, the C is vibrating 12.75 times in 1 second, while which is the low pitch sound? 3.25.
3.25.
Okay, so this is how we identify. If the diagram is given, you have to identify which is the high pitch sound, which is the low pitch sound. Okay, so you can just draw. It's not necessary you have to draw 12 vibration. It will be difficult for you. You can draw, suppose this is, you draw, this is 3, this is 4, this is something 6. So that's enough. It's not exactly you have to draw it. Okay, so here you can draw 3, here you draw 5, and here you draw 7. And under this, here you write low pitch. And here you can write it as high pitch. So no, not necessary exactly this diagram you have to draw. Clear? Only for understanding it. So how do you say the frequency of the first wave? 3 hertz. Second one, 5 hertz. And third one, we call 7 hertz. So that is how do you pronounce. So by nature, the women have more vibration in 1 second, though, so they are having high pitch sound, and the men having low pitch sound because their vibration is less as we compare to the women. So that is by nature.
Ma'am, but that's only for humans, right?
Yeah, humans, not animals is different. The human audible frequency and the animal's audible frequency is different. Okay, that is what we discussed.
Lions high
Lions audible frequency. No, pitch means something which is piercing. No, what is this?
Lions is low pitch.
Ah. Lion is a low pitch only, but we can see the cats.
You can hear
Cats are
the sound
having
very
cats are having a high pitch. Yes. Have you completed, children?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, children. So today that's enough. Almost time up. So we completed amplitude and frequency. These are the two important things. Afterwards, we will see the equations which connecting amplitude, determining the frequency, time period, and all those things. Okay. Only 35 students. Amna, Ayan,